May 7th. So tonight, as we were having dinner, there was a knock on the door, and we were expecting company. So we, opened the door, and it ended up not being who we thought it was. It was actually two gentlemen, uh, young gentlemen that were from the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter Day Saints, and they were going door to door talking about their faith to everybody. And I am a big dork, as you know, and I always enjoy talking to the kids that are on their mission, just seeing where they're from and far along they are, um, and just seeing how things are going, because that's a huge commitment that these kids do, and I just find their dedication fascinating and very honorable. Um, at no point will one ever convert me to the Mormon faith, but I do have respect for that denomination, and have extended family that's part of it, and so I whenever I see the kids, on their mission, I do enjoy chatting with them, because I know they get a lot of doors slammed in their face. So we had a little chat, and they headed on their way. And after we closed the door, Shaylin asked, "Well, what were those guys doing?" And I just, instead of getting into the politics and of different denominations and what their faith all entails, I just mentioned, or just said that they were two young men who really like God. And Shaylin kind of looked at me and said, "Well, we like God too. Why don't we do that?" And so um, I kind of tiptoed around the entire "why are there different churches" conversation. It was more uh, a broad overview, because she's five, and said that we all, a lot of us believe in God, but sometimes there's little things that are a little bit different, and that's why we go to different churches. But at the end of the day, what's most important is that we love God, and we know that God loves us. We're a Christian family, so that's our belief system. Um, and I and so after we chatted about it for a little bit, we went back to our normal conversations of My Little Ponies and Frozen and whatever conversations pop into Shaylin's head at late at night. So um, I do find the entire concept of different denominations fascinating, sad, complex. Just very interesting, because we all believe um, in theory, we all believe the same thing. We believe the same text and book, and yet the way that we interpret that book has caused a divide even within um, the same faith, let alone other religions. Especially in the Twin Cities, it's not just one dominant religion. There's very diverse um, population of different beliefs, and or no belief at all. And but I try to make sure, um, as much as like my dad taught me, I try to teach our kids that believing in what we believe in, and being Christian isn't just shouting at people, "Hey, we're Christian and we're really proud of being Christian. You should be Christian too." But it's more in the actions and what we do, and what we've learned from when we go to church. We're actually learning what it is to be a good Christian, which should at the end of the day be a good person. Is kind of my idea of what our superior being wants us to be. So yeah, that's my religious rant for the night. And I do have, I was going to share something different this evening, but I do want, but what happened tonight, I want to share those thoughts, and I want to. So tomorrow I have a long post I'm going to do as well, in regards to an event that's coming up. That's very important, and I hope that you can be a part of. So, I guess I'll just leave with what are if you are if you do have a faith, how do you address the differences if you have little ones? How do you address the differences between your faith and other faiths? And if you don't believe in the higher power, how do you address, and you have children as well, how do you address why other people believe in something and you don't? So just curious on how you share the message um, with the little ones. So that's all I've got. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.